Hello, class. I'm Professor. My name is Marcel. I did my strategic proposal on a TV talk show based on aviation related material, and the name of it is Squawks 7700. We do have a social media website or platform that's called the Guardian Angels. For those of you that don't know what 7700 is, it's an emergency squawk code that we use in the aircraft. So I thought that's kind of catchy. Based off of the airline that I chose or throughout the course, Alaska Airlines, I thought that my strategic proposal would have to gear towards something in a way to see like where I would emphasize more to I guess be more marketable and bring the attention of more customers to for the airline to make more profit. Now, my idea is a little different rather than like a flight school or whatnot, but it does incorporate some of those things as we go along. So once again, Squawk 7700, the Aviators Talk Show. Okay, Guardian Angels. Okay, so the aviation TV talk show social media platform, with today's television and entertainment industry is becoming more reliant through social media. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatnot, and vlogs like many other people have been doing and uploading those to YouTube. Um, it's pretty much been a promising and compelling um, premise for the basis of a talk show. With the vast audience and large group of an enthusiast, like-minded population, one can only imagine to either wanting to be a pilot or learn about the aviation world. So, therefore, the Guardian Angel, our talk show business and social media platform, Squawk 7700, will draw in and influence in the population, both young and old, on a fun adventure of aviation subject areas. So that's kind of like our opening statement for this project and strategic recommendation. So pretty much social media throughout the years has changed our lives from the information we share to the information that we're getting and receiving to pretty much, throughout interacting with other people. So, now that the use of social media is uh, more popular within ourselves, I think this will grow exponentially and help the business proposal out a lot. So here's a fact. There are currently at least 3.78 billion people that use social media platforms. Um, that's pretty much 50%, close to 50% of the world's population. That's astounding. So why social media in the entertainment industry? Well, social media is inexpensive. You can pretty much take videos, pictures, whatever, share information, upload it on a computer, and voila, there you go. Social media is a direct link to networking and opportunities. Number three, social media also builds relationships, and that's just not personal relationships. That's with people that, like I said it before, people that are fans and enthusiastic and want to learn about the aviation industry in the world. And then schools like your community. You're bringing in your community with like-minded people or people that don't have any interest that are interested in learning about aviation. And then lastly, there's a direct link to industry leaders and other businesses. So we know that with the airline industry out there, and especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of businesses were affected. So, running a $1 billion airline, why not spend the extra money towards a social media platform where you're hosting a radio talk show or TV talk show? Okay, so this is what our or the magazine would look like. Uh, here you have me as the host and the Guardian Angel TV show. So, fostering a community. I talked a little bit about how social media and TV talk show would pretty much compel the audience with information, new information. I think it's good because it's always been a topic, one of those topics that people always enjoy. It's kind of like air shows. Like, who doesn't like going to an air show and seeing airplanes and helicopters and different aircraft, you know? So it's about common interests of the people in the community. It's cheap, reliable, and exciting. Secondly, you know, you're fostering programs like you have the Civil Air Patrol, high schools, middle schools. You have young adults. You know, you could set up summer camps. Matter of fact, our flight school right now has the Civil Air Patrol and is hosting summer camps for teenagers. And then helps get supporters through a wide variety of donations. You know, funds to keep the business running and thriving. So, you know, you have subscribers. You're selling, you know, shirts or apparel, whatnot, supplies. That's additional income or additional things. You're providing services, but not only just the services for the money, but you're providing a culture, a positive culture. Okay. I did have a chart here if you want to zoom in. Pretty much the goal is to attract, convert, close, and delight the audience, customers, you know, so. Take a few moments. All right. Hope you got that. Moving back. Okay. So, with social media platform here, 84% of people between the ages of 18 and 29 use social media, with just a slight decrease in adults between the ages of 30 to 49 at 81%, and then a 73% at between the ages of 50 to 64. So even over the age of 50, you have 70% of the population by their age group using social media as a platform. Okay, pretty much this data shows the population is using social media platforms more than ever now, which is attracting the TV social media industry. Okay. My TV show brand captures the audience's attention without having to disrupt services of ads and commercials while continuously stream and presenting information on a constant basis. So pretty much what my promise is to the public and to the people out there, we want our customer and audience to know we care and think about them while providing the best of services without outside interference. Okay. So, here's another thing about my strategic proposals: advertising, brand awareness. You know, there's no better way than to provide, teach, and share common interests and goals, and fostering an environment which will serve as a good purpose to our community leaders, businesses, and aviation markets around the world. So just think about this: Alaska Airlines, you know, makes a profit, you know, every day. They already have good customer service. As we've seen in a few PowerPoint slides before, you've seen that their safety video pretty much is grabs the attention of the customers, and it's pretty catchy. But, you know, just think of having a TV talk show, you know, and with social media on top of that. Like, I think that's a really good idea. Not only does this provide social media and TV show, but also offers product online both locally and globally. So I'm not going to just sell my product or make the strategic recommendation based off of local businesses and communities. I want to make this global so that kids that don't have the opportunity to learn more about outside carriers or in the industry from their present location, can learn more about different airlines. I think that's great. Through this product and service, it will operate 3 times a week with a weekly update on the platform, allowing customers and our audience to stay current on the next event or topics to come. This is important because you can have certain customers or an audience enrolled in certain ground courses, as we call it, online, participate in little quizzes, exams, read little updated magazines or whatever people share and post. It's a neutral friendly platform, and it will always have the most up-to-date information, because who wants to learn something that's old? Okay. This proposal allows to diversify and adopt the strategy of the current market. Okay, since this proposal is an offensive strategy that I'm proposing. I'm not targeting other airlines, but what I'm doing is I'm thinking about attractiveness, pretty much selling and, making this more for people that are interested in aviation rather than a competition against other people in aviation. This will result in faster results regarding growth, development, and lastly, with helping the business idea be more successful. Marketing and publicity, we kind of spoke on that already. Pretty much, if you would like to zoom in there, you see you have a better picture. Through social media platforms, it's fostering a community of like-minded people, share information, you can upload information, it attracts your target customers and better steers the conversation. And so some key points to take away from this is pretty much increasing existing customer bases. So, thinking of it as, instead of competing with another airline, you're pretty much like you're pretty much grabbing their attention and saying, hey, you know what, this is good. Like we can do this too, but it won't affect our business, because regardless, aviation is I guess you could say it as like photography. Like you have people that just take pictures of airplanes and airports and whatnot, but it's not a competition who takes the best picture or the quality of the picture. It's just about having fun and enjoying yourselves. Okay. So some things to consider is what platforms already in use do most people prefer over our product, and then how does our product service and provide better over other markets. Okay. So one thing is, with this strategic proposal, some facts. Actually, there's only one TV show that ever existed, and it actually went live just this year, 2021. So it's a first of its kind. The service and product are mainly put together based off of innovative ideas from within and outside the community. So this, like I said before, the strategic recommendation and proposal is based off of the community's effort and thoughts. And it's not just an ordinary product or service where the host decides what topic to discuss for the week or day. I don't get to decide that for the recommendation. This is different. The host selects 5 topics, and then through a drawing and through votes through the public, whichever topic gets the most likes and votes, that's the topic that we get to discuss. And then based off of the other 4 topics after the one that we selected and chose, gets to be aired and discussed online through our platform, in a descending manner. So pretty much, in conclusion, a talk show is efficient marketing. What else can you think of that will put you in front of so many of your ideas, clients, and use so little of your time? There'll be more chance of success of operating a talk show than operating a flight school. or trying to compete against an airline. The economy and demand for pilot jobs in the industry are always fluctuating. There are more risks involved in operating a flight school than operating a platform for everyone to use collectively. But this idea of a TV talk show at a flight school or with an airline will make it more profitable and highly sought after in a business perspective. So kind of just wanted to go through there and just let everyone take a look and show like what the cost of a flight school is. In the event that I could use this strategic recommendation and proposal and implement it in with a flight school. So think about like the flight lessons cost per hour. Low end is about $120 per hour, all the way to $250 an hour. Okay. Flight training costs can now range anywhere between $7,000 to $9,000 just for the private pilot license. And there's also other fees associated as we continue to scroll up. Not only that, certified flight instructor cost per hour. So like I said, if I were to take this strategic proposal recommendation to a flight school, you know, you're building on their credit already. You're grasping the attention of the community, so it's profitable. It's good. You're putting out their brand name out there. Okay, and some things to consider for versus a talk TV show is the cost per viewer. So you think about what the cost per viewer is, also relatively simple to figure out. Divide the total production cost by the actual or anticipated audience, and cost per measured results is pretty much for an example. If it's like you have 100,000 people and see a show that costs 5,000 to produce, the cost per measure results is $50. So on a cost per viewer basis, this comes out to be only 5 cents a person. So, long story short, and in conclusion, running a TV talk show is a lot profitable. It's cheaper to run, easier to maintain, and it's fun. And references page here. And thank you for watching my strategic recommendation proposal.